Hello, seekers. Wildly of Wildly Tarot and Wild Moon Medicine Collective here, and I'm bringing you the first message of the month of November. Here we are, November 1st. We're in this beautiful liminal space around Samhain and feeling the wheel of the year turn. Hopefully you've taken some time to really connect with your well ancestors, giving some space and some offerings to your ancestors, those who have passed on, and to the land upon which you live. And as we tune in here today, just recognizing and knowing that right now and for the remainder of this week, we're really in the most liminal space of the year, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. The veils are very thin, our channels are quite open and quite receptive. And so you might be feeling a little more sensitive than normal this week. You might be feeling the need to have more space, particularly from other people, if their vibration or emotional state is not a match with where you are at that particular moment. So please, please, please be compassionate and gentle with yourself. Take as much space as you need. You have full permission. It is your birthright to take space, to be in your own field, to be in your own rhythm at any moment, and to not take on whatever those around you are moving through. We are all on this journey together, and yet we're all on our own separate little spirals, our own paths based on our karma, based on our trauma, based on whatever ancestral patterns have been passed down to us for healing or perpetuating. We're all unique, different beings, and so we are reacting and responding in different ways to what is shaking out in the global experience at this time. So for this week, and really it feels like for this month, we've got a pretty clear message today. And if you would like to drop in and get some even deeper readings and deeper insight into the month, I really want to invite you to hop on my Patreon. You can find a link to that in my bio. It is the least expensive way to be able to work with me. I have discount readings there, as well as an opportunity to get dark moon, full moon, and new month readings, as well as discounts on all of my products and services. So it's a sweet, sweet way to support my work, as well as support your own healing process in the same package. So there's a beautiful drop in there that I just put in today for the whole month. And now for just this week, a little taster of it. We have first Ask Body. This is the archetype that's present. And so the three cards that came forward, they all have this thread, this theme of really tuning into ourselves. Where do we live? Where are our edges? What is true for us? And holding firm with those edges, really trusting what feels true to your body, trusting what feels true in your space, and not allowing the opinions or judgments of other people to convince you otherwise. Ask Body. Your body is your best friend. Your body takes on millions of pieces of data every day. It is constantly running in homeostasis. It is the only being that will be with you for your entire lifetime in this lifetime. This body is here giving you information, telling you its needs, telling you where it feels safe, where it doesn't feel safe. It is constantly giving you data. And we are not trained to listen. In fact, we are indoctrinated to not listen to our own body impulses. From the time we go into school, where we're told we have to ask permission to use the bathroom, or we're not allowed to have food and water when we feel hungry. We have to have it at prescribed times, or we're not allowed to rest. When our body says rest, we can only do it when someone else who is in power and authority tells us that it's time to do so. We as a culture have been relatively disempowered for our entire lifetimes. And it's not necessarily good or bad or right or wrong, but it does have a consequence of disconnecting us from our own internal cues and rhythms. And so some of the work that is occurring right now, you may have heard this phrase that rest is a revolution. This is part of the reclamation process of coming back into our messy humanness and allowing our animal body to lead the way in our lives, to give space for the animal body to tell us when it's tired, when it's hungry, when it needs care, when it needs rest, when it needs cuddling. Just actually giving space to have needs outside of work and being a cog in the wheel of whatever profession we have chosen or been groomed for. So this week is really an invitation to slow down and keep tuning in with the body and trusting that this vessel always has information and that it wants, he, she, it, they want us to listen to that information and have a relationship with them. And it's combined here with the skunk. Skunk is all about clean, clear boundaries, not things that we fight for, not things that we have to explain. A skunk never explains itself. A skunk doesn't have to fight to defend itself. A skunk is very clear. You know that when you see those black and white stripes that you should not mess with skunk because skunk has a defense mechanism that is quite potent and powerful. They're such sweet, playful creatures, and yet they're fierce as well. And when skunk comes out for me, it always means check your boundaries. Are you in a defense position or are you in a response position? Because if we know our truth, if we know what's right for us, we don't need to defend it. We don't need to make excuses. We don't need to fight with other people. We don't have to create division. We can simply stand in our sovereignty and know that this is my truth and then make decisions based on that. And our frequency will then attract or repel the people who are aligned or not aligned with what our truth is. And finally, from the tarot, we have the Four of Wands. This is the medicine invitation for this week. Can we allow the mind to rest? Can we allow the mind to rest this week? Can we take a few steps back from worrying, from overthinking situations? Can we maybe start playing some music for ourselves in the evening times? Can we perhaps stop watching media and get into the body and dance or lie on the floor or make love or give ourselves a massage? What can we do to be in the body and relax the mind? Because this last year and a half and some change has been incredibly stressful for human beings. We're stretched thin, we're full of grief, we've been traumatized, and we're still in chaos that is continuing to create confusion. So it is part of our path to claim space in which we allow ourselves this sensation of resting the mind and simply being in the now moment as messy humans and walking the path, knowing that all experiences are equal and we are in fragile little animal bodies that require rest and rejuvenation in order to perform optimally. So that is the message for us this week. I hope that it serves you well. I hope that you have everything that you need. And also this weekend, on the 6th and 7th, we have a very special thing going on at Moon Mountain Highway in Bingen. It is the Magic and Mystery Autumn Fair. It's an artisan gala. I might be saying the name slightly wrong, but you can find it. I'm going to post a picture a little bit later with more details. And I will be there both Saturday and Sunday offering 15-minute live readings that you can tune into for only $20. So if that calls to you, if you would like to come check out Moon Mountain Highway, which is such a beautiful shop. It is so magical and so sweetly held. you will guaranteed be able to find some treasures and perhaps even some gifts for the upcoming holidays. So I hope to see you there. Take good care of yourself. Listen to your body. Drink lots of water. Make sure you rest when you need to. And I will tune in with you again next Moonday.